boy, J Mitch. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy J Mitch. I'm up here today with my latest and greatest build. Today we are looking at the MCD W5 Max FTR conversion to an MCD RR5 Max FTR. So before we really get into it, I'm gonna say please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Now, just a little background on MCDs. You can buy them in 3 different levels and 2 different wheelbases, non-max and max. Non-max is going to be your short wheelbase. As you can see, this says W5 Max. Max indicates that it's the long wheelbase. So you got 2 different wheelbase options. Most MCDs nowadays are max options. I think you can still buy some non-max options, but they're kind of entry level. And also, if you're buying a Rovan clone, 9 times out of 10, I think all the Rovan clones are the short wheelbase. So that would be your D5, your F5, and I think they have a short course one now that they're cloning of this this rig. So that's that. So the wheelbase is long. Then you can buy Pro, FTR, and Ultimate. Pro, you're going to have mostly plastic components. FTR, you'll get updated or upgrades. It will include metal A-arms, metal diff housing in the rear, metal diff chassis braces and such, and a couple other nice upgrades. The biggest one being the limited slip differentials. You get 2 limited slip diffs, one in the center and one in the front. It's pretty cool what they do here. Or is it in the rear? I don't know. You can interchange them. I forget off the top. It's been so long since I did this. When I first got this car, I knew everything about it. I still do, but you know, it's been a while since I went through the details of the car. But there's tons of videos on my channel. If you haven't watched them, take a look. Also, if you haven't yet, please remember to like, comment, hit subscribe button. Let me know what you guys want to see. Share my video content with the people, you know, with your people, your folks, you know, whatever. So anyway, so yeah, kind of just wanted to show you the car from front to back. They do sell a conversion kit for all the MCDs from change from one platform to another. So if you have an RR5 and you want to convert to a W5, they sell a conversion kit. If you start off with an RR5, you can buy a conversion kit that'll convert you to a W5, XR5, or XS5. There's a whole lot of different options, but the kit to convert the W5 to RR5 wasn't available, and I already had some parts in stock. So I just reached out to Cardinal Racing. If you have any MCDs in the US, 9 times out of 10, you are going to be talking to Cardinal Racing. There's some distributors here in the US, but for the most comprehensive parts supplier that I've known when I need parts is Cardinal Racing. I know Tail RC, RC Max, sometimes they have some parts. Vidavon makes a couple parts, aftermarket parts, but we're talking about stock parts. You want to hit up Cardinal Racing. So shout out to Mayor at Cardinal Racing. So with that being said, I'm gonna go through the car from the front to the back and go from there. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and unveil the car, be a little dramatic with this, so peep what I did. Boom. Now, this is the build. Gotta excuse me. Give you guys a little spin-a-rooney, let you guys get a whole good look at the car from front to back, and I'll go through all the details and the parts that was needed to convert the car. So the biggest and most prevalent thing that you see is this body. This body was actually a Graffill body. Graffill makes aftermarket bodies that'll fit most of the fifth scale. So if you have a 5T, 5B, low C5B, any of the MCDs, a lot of the large scale cars, they even have some 8th scale bodies. Check them out. But this was a Graffill body that was meant for an RR5. I had 2 of these bodies when I made the purchase on my other RR5. It came with some spare clear bodies. This was one of the bodies. So I had my homie Ted paint it up. We went back and forth on colors. was between blue and green, and boy, am I glad we went with the green. So shout out to Ted. He did this beautiful paint job. He did the graphics with the marker. He said, Jay, you want to do something different? I said, Ted, do your thing, brother. Went over there and hung out with him. He painted this body up in no time. Really did a great job with it. So shout out to Ted, man. That's my guy, for real. So the body is one thing you're going to need. Another part of the conversion that you're going to need, this was a short wheelbase body. Remember in the beginning when I said there's two body lengths, or chassis lengths. There's the max length and the non-max length. This body was meant for the short wheelbase. So I called Mayor. I said, Mayor, am I going to need a body? He said, no, John, I got this extension. There's an extension that you can buy that will extend your short wheelbase chassis or your short wheelbase body into the long wheelbase body, make it compatible with the long wheelbase body. So you'll need a body, you'll need this chassis extension. Then I'll turn it around to the front. So the next thing that you'll need, again, part of the FTR, like I said, the aluminum hop-ups. This, when you buy an FTR version of the car, these A-arms are aluminum, the hubs, the front and the rear hubs are aluminum, your turnbuckles are aluminum, your shock towers are aluminum, but we'll talk about those in a minute. So for the FTR, one thing I needed to buy was this front skid plate. Because on the W5, it had like a different type of a bumper, like what you would see like on the 5T, with that bumper and kind of protrudes out a little further. So you have to buy the skid plate. You also have to buy the shock tower. This is a lightweight MCD shock tower. Did not need to buy front shocks for the car. Now I'll spin around to the back and show you guys what was required for the back. Again, like I said, this is the FTR. So these parts were not additional. Again, turnbuckles are part of FTR. The aluminum rear A-arms, you can see this aluminum diff housing. Those are all part of, if you buy a MCD FTR version of any of the cars. Those are part of FTR. But what I had to buy for this conversion was I had to buy a rear shock tower. It's a little taller than the W5 shock tower. So for that reason, I had to buy rear shocks, and you also have to get rear springs. You may choose not to do that, but part of the conversion kit, this is what you will need to convert a W5 to an RR5. Okay. Also, this rear skid is already part of your W5, so you don't have to do that. But when you buy the skids, they come in a pack of two. They're both the same skid. So other things you need to buy, you need to buy this wing mount for the conversion, and you also need to buy this rear wing. That you can buy the rear wing in either black or white. Also, while we're talking about it, you have to buy this rear body mount for your body. Now, those are the major components that you need to build. Now, if you guys recall, this was my W5. So in my W5, I was running the MGM combo. If you guys come over here with me, I'll show you. This is my MGM combo that I pulled out the car. If anyone's looking for an MGM or linear motor, I have one MGM 463 ESC. Both of these motors are the same motors. This motor is a newer motor, so I might ask a little bit more for that. This is the used motor that came with the original when I bought the combo. The original combo, I paid about $1,500 for it. Now that it's used, it's probably worth about, the combo is probably worth about, I don't know, let's call it $900 ship. If you want the combo, I could do a $900 ship. ESC, I would take $500 by itself. Motor, I would take $500. You buy them both, I'll sell them for $900. And then for this motor, the newer motor, as you can see, it's never been used. I sent it into MGM for repair because the shaft broke. They replaced the shaft. It's brand new. I've never run it. And also, I got the I forget what they call these connectors. So I have 3 wires on the back. I'll probably take about 600 for that one chip. I've never run that. It's a good motor. These motors are about 675 or the 875 kV. I'll figure it out. If you're really interested, email me at jaymitchrc@gmail.com. If you're interested in either one of these motors, hit me up. Anyway, so those were originally in the car, and now I switched it out because the way that the MGM mounted, it was on a mount that sat up about this high. The mount was this high because the footprint of the ESC was so big. Cardinal sent me the mount, and I used it in my W5, and it worked perfectly in my W5. But because the RR5 is a much lower slung body, I couldn't do that. I was going to mount the ESC down here lower, but I said screw that. Let's just go and run the Max 5. So now I'm running the Max 5 G2 paired with the 1100 kV motor, running the combo. And I'm just running stock gearing on here for now. Also, I like to tell people, because because this is a 5th scale, I run a mechanical brake. So I'm running this small Savox standard size servo as the mechanical brake. It's an SW5 1210 servo. Very adequate for this setup, exactly what you need. And I'm running a single steering servo. It's another Savox 0236. And yeah, that's it. And again, beautiful. Like I said, this is an FTR edition car, and I was going to sell this car, but you know how things are, you know, I'm like, what can I do before I post this thing up for sale? Let me just get it all out my system and really make sure I want to run this or get rid of this. So that's why I did this conversion. So again, like I said, this is the FTR. So this part is aluminum. This rear chassis brace is aluminum. This differential holder is aluminum. The conversion kit, no matter what, if you do an electric conversion, this motor mount and things are going to be aluminum anyway. This front chassis brace is aluminum. And yeah, that's it. So anyway, I talked y'all to death. Gave y'all a lot of information that you may find useful. Hopefully you'll find it useful. You really can't get out and play with the car. So with that said, I'm gonna give y'all a spin-a-rooney, and I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I'm gonna say shout out to my homie Dave Hubbard, rest in peace. Shout out to Big Willie. Shout out to the homie Ted. Shout out to Adam at RC Discount. Shout out to Hector at RC Discount. Shout out to Mayor at Cardinal Racing. And shout out just to everybody who supports your man's channel. Thank you so much for y'all time and attention. Y'all be good now. Peace. GoPro, stop recording.